This is the Talking Fish Podcast, the invisible world of lead generation, told by those who actually do it. A virtually unknown world, told one story at a time, with insights into strategies and tactics that work today. Data, facts, and content from sources drawn from first-hand experience. This is the Talking Fish, and I'll tell you about the hidden world behind lead generation that no one talks about.
Welcome back, everyone, to Talking Fish. Today, we're diving into the exciting world of email lead generation, and joining me is an expert whose journey is as compelling as the strategies we'll discuss. Jarek Dale, thank you so much for being here.
It's great to be here, Quen. I'm really looking forward to breaking down these strategies with you and sharing some stories from my own journey.
Let's start by setting the stage. Jarek, you've transformed so many cold followers into leads using pretty innovative ways. Can you share a bit about how you got started in this space and what keeps you intrigued?
Sure. It's been quite a ride. I stumbled into this space out of necessity. Like many, I had the misconception that followers would naturally convert into leads with little effort. It took me some time, and a few failed attempts, to realize it's all about building trust and delivering genuine value through each communication. The key for me has been using email as a way to create a narrative, one that feels personal and engaging. And what keeps it interesting is the constant evolution both in technology and tactics. The landscape seems to shift just when you think you've got it nailed down.
That's fascinating. It really aligns with what we explored in our last episode about nurturing leads. For this episode, we're specifically looking at transforming followers into leads with 3 strategic emails and a bold move. Jarek, let's unpack those emails one by one. Can you start with the first?
Absolutely. The first email is all about the introduction, but it's not just saying hello. Think of it as your chance to catch their attention by addressing a specific need or interest they have. I like to refer to this as the why you email. Why should they listen to you? What unique insights or offers do you bring to the table? In my experience, framing your introduction around your unique value proposition is crucial. It's like a first date. Make a memorable impression right away.
That makes perfect sense. It's about authenticity and relevance, right? We want them to feel like they've found someone who truly gets them. Let's give our listeners a real-life example. Do you have a story that stands out?
I do. There was a campaign I ran for a brand launching a new crypto wallet, something close to my heart. We knew our audience was skeptical, so the first email didn't start with technological specs. Instead, we led with a story about a common pain point they faced. This forged an immediate connection through relatable challenge and empathy. The open rates shot up because it felt less like a pitch and more like a conversation from someone who's walked the walk.
That's such a powerful approach, starting with shared experiences. Now, moving to the second email, what follows that initial connection? How do you maintain the momentum?
The second email is where you start building trust and fostering a deeper connection. I call this the proof and value email. Here, it's key to share real results or testimonials. It could be a case study or a success story that reinforces your credibility and shows them that you're not just all talk. This is where you present hard proof of how your offer has made a difference in similar situations. It's also a chance to provide them with something of value, maybe an exclusive guide or a useful tip that they can apply immediately.
It feels like being generously informative is key here. You're establishing your authority, but also delivering tangible value. For instance, perhaps a consultant shares a free resource that addresses a frequently encountered problem. This builds goodwill and positions them as an expert. What would you say is a common mistake people make with this second email?
A big mistake I often see is overloading the reader with too much information. It's tempting to show all your cards, but you need to be concise and direct. Also, neglecting to follow up properly can be an issue. The second email is not where you disappear, then suddenly pop back weeks later asking for the sale. It's about maintaining a considerate and engaging flow.
Exactly. Consistency is crucial. Which brings us to email number 3, the call to action. Can you walk us through how to craft an irresistible invitation to take the next step?
This email is where you invite them to convert, often referred to as the action invite. Here, Clarity and specificity are your best friends. You've laid the foundation, built rapport, and established trust. Now you need to be clear about what you want them to do. Whether it's scheduling a call, signing up for a webinar, or joining a trial, make the action clear and the benefits obvious. I always believe in adding a sense of urgency without being pushy. A gentle nudge that encourages timely action.
I love thinking of it as an invitation rather than just a call to action. In previous discussions, we've mentioned how creating a sense of community and offering a solution will naturally bring people in rather than simply selling to them. Now, we talked about 3 emails, but there's also that bold move we hinted at earlier. What is this bold move that can tip the scales?
Yes, the bold move. This is very context dependent, but I like to think of it as breaking the mold, doing something unexpected yet delightful. For instance, hosting a live Q, a session where they can ask anything about your field. This transparency builds massive trust. Or sending a personalized video message that addresses a specific problem for a potential client. It's about going one step beyond the conventional email and making it unforgettable. Surprise them with your approachability.
You've nailed it. It's about establishing a genuine connection that goes past the digital interface. These small yet bold actions can make a massive impact. And isn't it interesting how it ties back to the principles of influencer marketing during our previous episodes? It's all about creating that authentic engagement.
Without a doubt. Getting to this point is similar to nurturing a relationship, requiring effort, understanding, and value at every step. Just as with influence building, it's about consistently adding layers of trust and value.
I love that analogy. For our listeners, what's one parting piece of advice to start implementing today if they want to apply these strategies in their own campaigns?
Start by knowing your audience deeply. Tailor your initial email to address their core challenges or interests. Craft a narrative that they can relate to. And don't rush. Take the time to build authentic relationships through each email touchpoint. And remember, value and authenticity never go out of style.
Well said, Jarek. Thank you for sharing your insights. It's been a really enlightening discussion. To everyone tuning in, remember that these strategies can set you apart and transform your email marketing. Until next time, keep fishing for those leads.
Thanks for diving deep with us on the Talking Fish podcast. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more underwater adventures.